My best friend betrayed me.
The air was thick with the smell of charcoal and laughter. The sun hung high in the sky, casting a golden glow over everything it touched. The sizzle of the grill and the cheerful chatter of friends and family filled the air, creating a symphony of summer sounds. Our backyard was alive with the warmth of a perfect summer day. The grass was a vibrant green, and the flowers were in full bloom, their colors a vivid contrast against the clear blue sky. Children ran around, their faces flushed with excitement, while adults lounged in the shade, enjoying the gentle breeze. My husband, Jake, flipped burgers on the grill, his face lit by the setting sun. He wore a contented smile, the kind that comes from being surrounded by loved ones. The aroma of the grilling meat mingled with the scent of blooming flowers, creating an intoxicating blend that epitomized summer. Our children, Lily and Ethan, chased fireflies across the lawn, their giggles music to my ears. As the day turned to dusk, the fireflies began to twinkle, adding a magical touch to the evening. Their tiny lights danced in the air, mirroring the joy in our hearts. My best friend, Maria, sat beside me, a glass of lemonade in her hand. We reminisced about old times, our laughter blending with the sounds of the evening. The lemonade was cool and refreshing, a perfect complement to the warmth of the day. We were a picture of contentment, a tapestry woven with threads of love, laughter, and friendship. Life felt perfect. The bonds we shared were strengthened by these moments, creating memories that would last a lifetime. As the stars began to appear in the night sky, we knew that this day would be one we would cherish forever. From the moment Jake and I met, our connection was undeniable. We built our relationship on a foundation of unwavering trust and open communication. Over the years, our bond deepened, weathering life's storms with unwavering strength. We faced every challenge together, our love a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Our home was our sanctuary, a safe haven where love and laughter reigned supreme. As the sky deepened into hues of purple and orange, a strange uneasiness settled over me. The colors of the sunset, usually so calming, seemed to cast an ominous shadow over the evening. It was as if the universe was trying to warn me of the storm that was about to break. I noticed Maria's gaze lingering on Jake a little too long. Her eyes filled with an emotion I couldn't quite place. It was more than just a friendly look. It was a look of longing, of desire. My heart began to race, and I felt a knot form in my stomach. Her laughter, usually so genuine and infectious, now seemed forced, a touch too high-pitched. It was as if she was trying too hard to appear normal, to hide something beneath the surface. The tension in the air was palpable, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. I brushed it off as my imagination, my mind playing tricks on me. I told myself I was being paranoid, that there was no reason to doubt my best friend and my husband. But the unease lingered, gnawing at the edges of my consciousness. But when I stepped inside to refresh our drinks, a scene that will forever be etched in my memory unfolded before my eyes. The room seemed to spin, and I felt a cold chill run down my spine. It was as if time had slowed down, and I was watching a nightmare come to life. Maria, my best friend, had her arms wrapped around my husband, her body pressed close to his. The intimacy of their embrace was undeniable, and it shattered the trust I had in both of them. Her lips pressed against his, a kiss that spoke of betrayal and deceit. My world crumbled in that instant, and I felt a wave of nausea wash over me. S2 gasps. "Oh, Sarah." The words escaped my lips before I could stop them. A mix of shock and heartbreak. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I knew that nothing would ever be the same again. The world seemed to tilt on its axis, as if the very foundation of my reality was crumbling beneath my feet. Everything I thought I knew, everything I believed in, was suddenly thrown into chaos. The glass slipped from my grasp, shattering on the patio floor, the sound a sharp intrusion into the quiet murmur of the evening. It was as if the breaking glass mirrored the fracturing of my own heart, each shard a piece of my shattered trust.
Sarah, it's not what it looks like. Please, you have to believe me. This is all just a huge misunderstanding. I don't know what happened. One moment everything was fine, and the next it all spiraled out of control. I swear I never meant for any of this to happen.
Jake pulled away from Maria, his face a mask of shock and horror. He couldn't comprehend the gravity of the situation, the depth of the betrayal that had just unfolded. He stumbled over his words, trying to explain the unexplainable. His mind raced, searching for the right words, but they eluded him, leaving him grasping at straws.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I never wanted to hurt you. This was never supposed to happen. Please, you have to understand. I didn't mean for this to happen. It was a mistake, a terrible, terrible mistake. If I could take it all back, I would. But now all I can do is beg for your forgiveness.
Maria, tears streaming down her face, could only stammer apologies. Her voice was choked with emotion, each word a struggle to get out. She was consumed by regret, her heart breaking at the sight of Sarah's pain. My heart, moments ago overflowing with joy, was now a leaden weight in my chest. The happiness that had once filled me was replaced by a deep, aching sorrow. I felt as if I was drowning in a sea of despair, unable to find my way back to the surface. As I looked out at the horizon, I couldn't help but wonder what the future held. Would we ever be able to mend the broken pieces of our relationship? Or was this the end of everything we had built together? With a heavy heart, I turned away, knowing that the road ahead would be long and difficult. But I also knew that I had to keep moving forward, no matter how much it hurt, because in the end, that's all any of us can do. The days that followed were a blur of pain, anger, and confusion. The betrayal cut deep, leaving me reeling from the shock. How could my best friend, someone I trusted implicitly, hurt me in such a profound way? How could Jake, the love of my life, betray our sacred bond? The questions swirled in my mind, a relentless tormentor offering no solace. Section 6. The Long Road to Healing.
In the aftermath of the betrayal, Jake was my rock. He shouldered my pain with unwavering support, his remorse palpable. He understood the depth of my hurt, the sense of betrayal that gnawed at my soul. He gave me the space to grieve, to rage, to cry. He listened patiently as I poured out my heart, offering words of comfort and reassurance. He never made excuses for his actions, taking full responsibility for the pain he had caused.
Section 7. Learning to trust again. Trust, once shattered, is a fragile thing to rebuild. The road to healing was long and arduous, paved with countless tears, difficult conversations, and a shared commitment to repair the damage. We sought professional help, navigating the treacherous terrain of betrayal with the guidance of a therapist. Slowly, painstakingly, we began to piece together the fragments of our broken trust. Section 8. Finding strength in shared experiences. In the darkest hours, I found solace in the shared experiences of others. Reaching out to trusted friends and family, I discovered that I was not alone in my pain. Their stories of betrayal, resilience, and forgiveness offered a lifeline, a beacon of hope in the midst of my despair. Through their vulnerability, I found the strength to confront my own pain and begin the arduous journey of healing. Section 9. A future built on trust. Betrayal, though a painful experience, can be a catalyst for growth and transformation. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves, our relationships, and the boundaries we set. It challenges us to rebuild trust, not just in others, but also in ourselves. It reminds us of the fragility of human relationships and the importance of cherishing the bonds we hold dear.